Hey, I'm in Marianna, Florida. Today's the 31st of January 2024, and I'm getting the vehicle worked on that I'm transporting. And this is a church. When I was born here, my mom and family, my grandmother and great-grandmother, were going to St. Luke's Episcopal Church. And I'm going to show you a lot of it, but here's the family plot. This is my dad's grave. He died when I was about 18 months old in the Marines. He and my mom met. My mom was born in Russia in 1917. Her parents fled to China. She met my dad, who was an American Marine, and got married and came to America. Two sisters, Betsy and Linda. Betsy's older, Linda's in the middle, and I'm the youngest. Here's my mom, Antonina Stoliaroff Daffin. And you can see her dates, and everyone called her Tony. She was self-educated. Well, she lived with nuns. Her parents died over there in China. She had a great English uncle. Her English uncle, by the way, was a friend of a man named Mr. Brenner. They were both in the packing business. He had a son named Yule, and so my mom danced with Yule Brenner in China when he had hair. This would be my grandfather, Robert Linwood Daffin, who my dad was a junior. This is our beloved grandmother, Frances Stevens Daffin. And when she died, I was able to go to her funeral. And then this next one, Elizabeth Stevens Daffin, would be her mother. And apparently, there was a daughter, Sarah Elizabeth Daffin, that died at pretty much within birth, within a year of being born. I don't know much about Sarah. And then this would have been my great-grandmother's husband. She had been married twice. I think she was widowed one time. She was a school teacher, possibly even a principal, but a school teacher. This here, Daisy Warren, definitely had something to do with my family. Apparently she died, and maybe my great-grandmother married him. And then we have over here, as we keep looking around, the somewhere here we have my sister Linda had a little baby that passed away, a twin. And then this here is my grandmother was one of the daughters of the American Revolution. How cool is that, man? I even have a plaque. If you come to my man cave, you can see this, the man cave in San Antonio. And then here is a little plot. Let's see. This would be, I don't know who that is, but I do know my sister, my niece Rachel, is here somewhere. I don't exactly know where, but she is definitely here. And I'm going to kind of give you a tour of the area here. This is in Marianna, and as I said, they say I'm supposed to be buried here, but as a believer, I know I'm going up. And I went to an Episcopal boarding school in Pennsylvania called the Church Farm School for 8 years. And well, I'm not an Episcopalian, and I have definitely, especially the liberal Episcopalian churches that accept, that think it's okay for gay couples to exist. They can exist, but they're not married. And in some churches are welcoming of that. Well, I don't happen to be one of them people, though I'm not a church. But I don't fault someone for living how they live. It's up to them. They have to answer, not to me. They have to answer to God. So, yeah. But anyway, we're just kind of walking through the grounds here. You can see it's a heralded cemetery. Yeah. And we're going to go around the front of the church, and hopefully the rector, or whatever they call these folks here, doesn't come out and run me off. I mean, he could, but if so, I'll get that on film too. But anyway, we're walking through here. And we moved out of here when I was 3. We went to, my mom got us out of here at night. We later connected with my grandmother and great-grandmother. But she wanted to raise us, and we stayed on a family of Mennonites called the Bealers. They lived in Blountstown, Florida. Yeah, it's kind of cool. And I was 18 months old. I still knew I was at that place. I probably was old enough to assimilate things. But here's the St. Luke's, and it is a really cool place. I mean, it's a cool church, St. Luke's. And we went to St. Mary's. In Dade City, we were Episcopalians. And here's a little overview of Marianna. So we were Episcopalians by day, but Baptists by night. This is traffic rolling down the street here in Marianna. And here's the deal here. Check it out. Look at the moss on the trees. That's one thing I really love about Florida, that they have they have moss. And it's Florida. My favorite state to live is Texas, but my favorite state is Florida. My favorite city is San Antonio, Texas. My favorite area to live is Dade City and Marianna, Florida, where I was born. But yeah, so this is St. Luke's. How cool is that? Well, hey, this is about 7 minutes. I'm gonna say bye, and this is I'm gonna try to do a selfie. I don't know if it's gonna work. If it does, you can see me. We'll see what happens. Well, here I am. Wow, can you believe that? Actually got me. So here I am, and here I am. This is me. Off and out. Cheerio.